October 18th, 2020. The rain's cleared out. Relatively nice out today, mid 60s, even upper 60s midday. Just have a look at this fresh planted cover crop in here. Don't really see any germination yet, but I imagine in the next few days we will. Really stoked to have that planted in. We had a pretty heavy frost again last night for a fairly long period, and I think that basically hit what's left of the tomato plants. So I should come through here and pull the rest of these tomatoes, whatever survived, and do some ripening, do some seed capture, etc., etc. Yeah, let's see. I told you those nasturtiums were going to take a hit with the frost. Still are beautiful though, aren't they? If you've never eaten nasturtium, they're spicy, like hot peppery. Really nice addition to a salad. Guess we'll have a look at the beehives here quick. A couple of nice tomatoes here still. And while we have a look at the hives, I'll give you a shot of this beautiful color. Look at that. Is that gorgeous or what? Alright. Look at the honeybees here quick. Still got some activity out here. Decent amount of traffic coming in and out. Not tremendous, but decent. I see pollen coming in there, so that's nice to see. Interesting, this 18OR1 hive that was so sluggish earlier in the season seems to be bustling with activity today. So that's kind of cool. I had put out some sugar water for these guys earlier this week, and there wasn't a whole lot of activity in it. I put it 100 yards from the hive, and it didn't seem to get much activity, so I moved it a little closer, and it still didn't seem to get much activity. So then yesterday I moved it right over here by the hives, and I do see some honeybees in here today working it. So that's encouraging. It's probably due for refreshment, so I'll probably dump this and make a new batch up, corresponding with the weather. Try and help them have some last opportunity to pull in a little more sugar and backfill that nest for the winter. Make sure they have adequate nutritional resources to survive the cold weather. Just thought I would show a quick update on this. We'll go take a look at the top bar hive quick. Here we are at the top bar. Also some activity here, but definitely slowing down with the cool weather. And of course that's to be expected. I got to imagine with the extreme activity that was in and out of this hive all summer, and after that inspection we did back in, I don't know, I think it was July, middle of July, I imagine these guys have accumulated a nice reserve of resources, and they should be ready to go for the winter. I have to do a few things to winterize this hive. I'm going to come back and drop a piece of insulation on the top of this underneath those weights, just to help mitigate heat loss rising out vertically. And I know I mentioned this in other videos. I would love to have opened this up again for another inspection, but with the cool weather they don't work propolis so well, and that's how they seal all those cracks to make the hive basically airtight for the winter. And I don't want to mess that up right before we go into winter, so we'll have a look in the spring and see how things look when weather warms again. Anyway, really encouraged that these guys inhabited this hive all on their own and that they're thriving. Alright, let's see what else is going on the farm here. And you can see the skunk has been in here digging. So that's a good sign from a worm activity standpoint, and a pain in the butt from a skunk standpoint. And this ryegrass has really taken off nice here. We just did the seeding and the roll down. You can see it's growing right up through that mat really nicely. So that's working out well. And I know that I go on and on and on about cover crops, but I'm really excited about this year's performance and this opportunity to add another soil building technique to the farm, which will yield tremendous benefit over time. So things are doing well in here. They're much happier since we got that rain. And you can see the Austrian winter peas are taking off. Things are looking good. And I guess since we got that last frost, it's about time to mow under that last strip there and get that last bump of Austrian winter pea and rye, seed it and drill it in, and that'll finalize our cover cropping planting for fall 2020, which will help move us in a positive direction for 2021 and beyond. Go down here and take a look at this other cover crop area. This area is looking really good. Looks like that buckwheat took a significant hit from the frost. You can see a lot of it's wilting back. I don't care, that self-seeded. The rye is up and doing well. Austrian winter pea is up and doing well. That really sprinkled in nice. I guess I did a decent job of spreading that evenly by hand, so that's encouraging. See what else we see in here. More skunk holes everywhere. So clearly there's plenty of worm activity in here. A lot of green in there already. Not used to seeing that much green on my plots this time of year. So that's exciting. Sunflowers are going by. These are the ones I harvested most of the heads off of already. I gotta get back in here and pick the squash up. They're pretty much done curing. The few that we got. Guess you can see that over there amongst the grass. That'll be nice. I'll have to have some delicata squash and potato soon. Looks like the raccoons have been in here and going after whatever sweet corn was left. It's alright, I kind of given up on that a while back, so whatever, let them in. And the sweet clover cover crop underneath that is doing pretty well. Patchy, some areas better than others, but a lot of green in there, and I expect that that will burst out in the spring and really take off. I was debating about pulling this fence down here this fall and putting this up in another area to set up. Oh, there goes a deer. I don't know if I caught it on camera. I was debating about pulling this fence down and putting this up in the upper section for cabbage, broccoli. I really want to grow some more of those kind of crops, but my problem has been woodchucks and possums and all sorts of smaller animals. But I think I'm going to leave this up over the winter to help keep the deer and other animals out of here. And not that this really keeps the deer out, but it's sort of a deterrent barrier. And I really don't want them eating all of that sweet clover down and then have none of it come through. So I think I'll just leave this fence up over the winter, and we'll deal with it in the spring. Let's go take a look at some other stuff. Alright, this is the area that we did half till and drill, half just seed. A lot of green in here. I don't know how much of it's rye, how much of it's just native wild grasses. But I guess we'll know better in the spring when the rye will shoot up and do its thing. But lots of green in here. It's covered in green growing plants. So I have no complaints in that regard. Either way, we're sequestering carbon, building soil. So that's good. Chicken tractor. I got to get back out here this afternoon and do another move. I meant to a couple days ago, but we've had rain on and off, and it's just been nasty weather for trying to get out here and move things around. But today or tomorrow I will definitely get this moved up to the next slot, because they've worked that one up good. Haven't you, pretty birds? See, there's a mushroom set coming up here. So that's good. That means we're keeping the soil doing its thing. Actually, there's more here and there and there. So our fungal networks are in action. Our birds are doing their thing. Aren't you, pretty birds? Molting, growing some new feathers out. Very anxious to get back to going outside. Soon, guys, soon. You got to finish this last strip. Then we'll switch you to winter mode and give you some outside time and some freedom again. Okay, Mr. Rooster? You're a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah, sure, good rooster. Over here, hard to tell, but there is rye germinating here and coming in, so that cover crop seems to be establishing. That's good news. And I think that's basically it for the upper farm section for now. Not a tremendous amount of exciting stuff to talk about here, but I just wanted to provide an update on what's going on and show things where they're at. So that's it for now. Hope you found this interesting or informative. And I hope we'll see you on Comrades and Farms Tuesday night, 12 a.m. Eastern Time. Well, it's technically Wednesday, 12 a.m. Eastern Time, and Tuesday, 9 p.m. Pacific Time, Comrades and Farms. Last week we had Justin Goodearth on. That was an excellent discussion. Mostly talked about cannabis and cannabis culture and cultivation. And I don't know what we're going to do this week. I don't know if I'm going to have another guest on or what, but I'm sure we will find something interesting to talk about relating to farming and regenerative agriculture, and I hope you'll join us. Alright, October 18th, 2020, just back here in the greenhouse after the live stream, the Sunday night All Things Natural Net. We actually had quite a technical discussion regarding the Raspberry Pi controller, Arduinos, a bunch of stuff along those lines. So if you didn't catch that, you should check it out if you're interested in that sort of thing. I just wanted to show I went and harvested out the second round of sunflowers. Had a lot of birds and other creatures getting into them already. You can see they pecked out quite a few of them. But I captured most of the good ones, and they're here on the drying rack. I'm going to put the fan back on here in front of this, and the stove's running, and we're going to push some nice warm dry air over these and get them dried down. And I got to pull the other ones that are basically dry now off of here and strip them into something. Probably won't get to that tonight, but got to happen soon. Anyway, I just thought I would do a quick update and show these. They are beautiful sunflowers after all, with some nice large seeds. Alright, that's it. Just wanted to give a quick update. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching the Pharmacy Seeds Network. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if I've earned it.